So it does automatically.
You're live.
I'm live. I am live. I see myself on my other screen here. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Neil Winterrag with Matterhorn Business Development here. Hopefully, you're having a good day so far. We're having a lot of fun so far. Hopefully, you can hear me and see me okay. This is sort of our first YouTube live stream that we've done. And we wanted to do it to just kind of experiment and see how it goes. We've got a lot happening, so we wanted to do a live stream just to have some fun with it and do something a little bit different. We've got a lot of stuff coming out on the YouTube channel. We filmed 2 more awesome videos yesterday that will be coming up this week. One is about wasting leads and what a lot of people are doing to actually waste the leads that are coming in. So we're going to talk about how not to do that. And then Dr. Winterrag did one about scaling his business, or how to scale a business of any size and in any type of a market. So we've got 2 awesome videos coming up on that. But right now, what's really exciting for us is that Dr. Winterrag's book, Fun at Work, is here. It's officially available. So if you haven't picked up a copy already, go to Amazon, check it out, be sure you buy it. It's a great book. And it's not just a regular book that you read and kind of forget about. The intention behind this book is actually kind of having a workbook. There's actually lessons that you can get that take you on. You can get online. You will download the PDF, and you'll actually fill out what's going on in like exercises. There'll be actual exercise that you can do around the book for each chapter. The audiobook is almost done. So if you want to buy an audiobook format, you can buy an audiobook. And then pretty soon there's going to be a video course that we're filming, which will also have more stuff that you can walk through with Dr. Winterrag himself. So be sure, if you haven't picked up the book, go ahead and pick it up. It's a fantastic book. It's a big win for us. Dr. Winterrag put a lot of time into this book. It's 250 pages. There's color illustrations, and you're going to have a lot of fun when you go through it. That's why we called it Fun at Work, is because we like to have a lot of fun and we like to do things a little bit differently, such as books falling over when they're supposed to be standing. So anyway, Dr. Winterrag is going to be here in a few minutes. He's actually doing a conference call right now with some important people. So he's going to be joining me here in a few. But I wanted to do a video with you guys and kind of keep you updated on what's going on and go over some business advice and go over some tools. So some of the stuff that we've been working on is obviously setting up the book, but then also we've got some courses and stuff that we're going to be videoing so that you can actually do some online training with us. We already have some online training. If you go to matterhorn.training, then there's actually an online test that you can take that assesses your sales skills, where your strengths are, where your weaknesses are. And we have some online training that you can do in there with some friends of ours who have videos. But then we're also going to be adding our own videos to the mix. And so we're going to be filming stuff like that very soon and having a lot of fun that way. Also, for those of you who do buy the book, there is a way to sign up for, and we will get all the information out to everybody. But there's actually a Facebook post, or a Facebook group, so to speak, called Greg's Business Game Changers. And you can actually go, for people who have read the book or buy the book, you get access to Greg's Business Game Changers. So we can actually create a community of people who want to do better and want to learn and work together to grow their business. So a lot of stuff happening there, and it's going to be a lot of fun for all of you to be able to enjoy and partake in all that. So be sure you stay connected to us for more information on Greg's Business Game Changers and for more information on making your presence felt in the group. My idea with this group is to have a lot of networking that goes on with each other, people becoming friends, people actually using each other's services, and then applying what they've learned in the book to grow their businesses together and kind of create, you could kind of call it a mastermind, or, you know, a round table, so to speak, of these different people. But that's kind of our intention behind it, is to actually help people with that and have a lot of fun while doing it. So hopefully you get to avail yourself of all of that. By the way, if you haven't already, if you're not a subscriber of the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click the give us a thumbs up. And I've got my computer open here for any questions or anything that come in. So I might be answering some questions for people that might be joining the live stream. My intention is for you to either watch this live or to watch it, later today or this week, like another video on our channel. But we want to start doing a live stream a week. So one of the things that I would ask for you watching this, so that my next live streams, I have some more information to go over, is leave some comments below about topics that you'd like me and Dr. Winteregg to tackle, because we really want to be able to help and provide information to you and be able to provide knowledge to you. So having some feedback from you helps us with what topics to cover and what things to go over. Anything that you'd like us to go over, just put in the comment section or get in touch with us, because I'd like to do a live stream a week handling this type of thing. And also tell me what times work best for you if you were to watch a live stream. Is it in the evening? Is it in the morning? Is it in the afternoon? Whatever it might be, I'd love to be able to provide a stream for you that you can actually interact with and partake in and have some fun with. So that's sort of what I wanted to go over initially. Today, we called this live stream the Fun at Work book release and other things. The other things are whatever we want it to be. So I wanted to go over a couple of things with you and start kind of filling in some business basics here about what you can start doing. One of the things that I've really become accustomed to, or I guess I've really kind of latched myself onto, is the customer experience and customer service of businesses. And I've just been noticing as I go out into the world, and I might have talked about this in some of my videos if you've been watching the YouTube videos, but it really is important that as a business, you start treating people, your customers, the way you would want to have an interaction or an experience at your business or at your restaurant or whatever it might be. I feel like everywhere I go, people are receiving substandard quality of service, and either the people just don't care or they're not aware of it. And so I think that you should look at what you can do to actually increase your overall customer experience. There's so many things that we can do in terms of increasing our communication and understanding with our patients, but also showing how thankful we are for them. I've talked about gift baskets or flowers or doing something for a client who comes on board with you. That really separates you out from the rest of the pack, and it really makes you different. Maybe it's a copy of a signed book. Maybe that's what works for them. Or, you provide them some special experience, or you do something to really make people feel welcome and feel special. We talked about this in the video that we filmed yesterday, Dr. Winteregg and I. You'll see it this week on handling leads. One of the biggest things that we talked about when we started talking to each other is that so many things are automated these days that people aren't actually being handled by a person. You call your bank, you call your airline, you call somewhere, and everything's all automated. And you have to keep hitting zero until you actually get a customer service representative on the phone. Well, if that's how business is being done at your business, ask yourself if that's how you like to do business. Because I know when I call a place and I just start getting a machine, I just keep hitting 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, or star, 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 whatever it is, until I actually get a real live person on the phone. And that really lowers the overall customer experience. I mean, nowadays I travel all the time. I try and call the hotel I'm staying at to ask them a question. Do you have a refrigerator in the room? Because I'm coming from the airport and I have to ask myself if I want to stop at the grocery store on the way. A lot of times I call the hotel phone number and it takes me to a regional area for that hotel, and they can't answer my question. And I say, well, can you put me in touch with the actual hotel? And they say, no, we can't do that. Like, the phone numbers sometimes don't even take you to where you want them to go. So this is all part of the customer service experience. Now, your business might not be that big where you have everything automated. And I definitely don't think that you need to have automation for everything. I think that the more technologically advanced we get, the more out of communication we actually become. And I would not want my customers to not be able to reach me. So we've tried to take every path that we can to be able to have people reach out directly to me. I mean, on my business card, I have my cell phone number. That's because I want people to be able to reach me. I'm not hiding behind a desk. I'm not hiding behind some wall. I'm not hiding on a pedestal somewhere that you can't find me. I want to be contacted. Now, I know that that's not the same for every business, and you can't have the CEO of every company handing their cell phone number out. But the truth of the matter is, making it possible for people to communicate with a real live human being about your product and about your service goes a really long way. You know, there's a lot of different companies that I work with, and I go through how they handle leads of reaches that are coming in, and it's all automated. I send in an email and I say, how much does your service cost? And somebody actually sends me an exact cost right back, but never answers my questions, never finds out what it is I'm actually looking for. These are the types of things that like a real live customer service representative being able to work with and handle somebody really makes it special. You know, what is it that you have to do to make your business more special? Those are the things that you have to start looking at. And that is really one of the things that I think is going to start separating businesses apart, is how to actually go about doing that. If you watched the video that I did last week, I interviewed a friend of ours. She's the founder of a group called Markets for Makers that works with small businesses. And she really mentioned how, you know, the corporations are really being, you know, kind of like, there's the corporations, there's malls, and then there's small markets in between. And the corporations and the small markets are where all the business is really taking place. And the small markets are getting bigger and bigger because of that interaction. And I really believe that that interaction with your customers is what's going to make a big difference and what really separate you from the competition. That's a big part, is the competition, right? We all feel like there's competition somewhere. But the truth of the matter is, the only thing that you can really control is what goes on within your own four walls. It doesn't matter how many people sell a similar product of you on your street or in your town or in your city, depending on what business it is that you have. It's the customer service aspect, and that what goes on within your own four walls that you can control is what makes a difference in your business. So there might be 25 lawn care companies, but I guarantee if I call 24 of them and leave a voicemail, I might only hear back from a couple of them. So you need to be that one company that actually goes that extra mile to take care of. And sometimes people think, well, it takes a lot of time to talk to people. It takes a lot of time to answer all their questions. Yeah, it does take a lot of time, but that's how you would want to be handled. And that's what leads to more sales, is you being able to do that. So these are the things that I've really latched onto recently and kind of want to like really talk about with you, with our followers, is how you actually can become more in control of these points and of these factors. And so those are the things that I really want to cover in the future with our videos, with topics that we do. And I'd really like to hear back from you if that's something that you think really fits in with your need and what you want to do. So I hope it does, because that's really one of the things that I want to talk about. As I say that, Dr. Winteregg comes on in. He's off of his important phone call and now can join his own live stream to release his book. So why don't you come on in? Sit down.
Well, thank you for pinch hitting for me, Neil.
This is our camera.
Oh, that's our camera.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, this is our comments computer.
Good.
If we get live comments, then we can look at those.
Okay, nice.
But right now, we don't need to worry about that. So I was telling people a little bit about the book. Obviously, the goal is to have people read a book, but then we have essays and assignments that people can do.
Yes.
How do we get those? And then how do they become part of Greg's Business Game Changers Facebook group?
Okay.
How do we kind of, now that they buy the book,
yep.
Or if you haven't bought the book, what are you doing? Go buy the book. You're missing out. Okay. The paperback's $25 on Amazon.
Yep.
The Kindle version's a couple of bucks. It's very easy to buy. Okay. I definitely recommend, though, getting the actual version, because there's colors, there's illustrations. It's a lot easier to do the exercises out of.
I had somebody that I gave the pre-release copy to last week.
Yeah.
And when I met with him, he had taken a purple pen and he had marked it up, which is exactly what I want.
Yeah.
This is meant to be a workbook. And the book really is for business owners, business managers, or anybody who's thinking about starting a business. So it really, the book is for anyone who's business inclined. And what's happening?
Our cameraman is laughing at us for some reason. So anyway, keep going. I know. What kind of producer is in the background making the talent break character here?
Exactly.
What's going on here? Anything I need to know about?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Keep riffing away.
Okay, good.
It's
going all over the place, right?
It's meant to be a workbook. It really is. And I like when I look at somebody and it was just all marked up, it was highlighted, there were purple notes in the margin, and I made drills, exercises, essays for you to apply at the end of every chapter. So if you buy the book, and then you go to funatworkthebook.com and you get a free PDF download of all the exercises. And I'm in the process right now of putting together a video course that's going to go along with the book. So for me in business, it's never been about theory. It's been about application. It's been about results. It's been about growing your company. And I'm definitely not one of those guys that has ever gotten to any level in an organization, a company that I'm part of, and just sit back and just say, okay, this is good. I'm making enough money. We're fine. The economy, roller coasters up and down. Wall Street goes crazy. You got all this stuff, terrorism or whatever. And it's like, no, you have to keep expanding. So that's the point of this book, is you use it as a workbook, and it's got application.
So when they go to
so
you go to funatworkthebook.com.
Yep.
And then where do I go to get my PDF download? Or how do I get my
You can
PDF
download it right from the site.
Oh, okay. It'll just be on the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you go to Fun at Work.
And that's live now, right?
That's live. That's ready to go.
So go funatworkthebook.com and you can download your PDF workbook.
Yes.
Because I've been telling people that this isn't just a book that you read and go, oh, that was nice, and throw away.
Not at all.
It's actually designed to be a path.
Yes. And my actual vision.
I mean, we actually charge about $1,000 or more for the
for the data in there.
The data that's in here.
We charge much more than that.
Yeah. I mean, just for an evening of basically the drills and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So this isn't just like a theoretical thing. It's an application that we want people to do.
And for me, this is a book that the owner gets, and then gets a copy for all partners, all managers, because it really is about establishing a corporate culture too. Mm-hmm. Like, so everybody is aligned, everybody's going in the right direction. I recently did a free seminar on the first 4 chapters in Medellin, Colombia, because I'm working on.
That was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the book's already been translated into Spanish and it's being printed in Colombia.
We actually had
how
many people show up?
100 people.
100 people show up with about 48 hours notice that you were
going to be
there.
One email went out a few days ahead, and there were 215 people registered. 100 showed up, and they were apologetic because it rained, and they thought another 50 or 100 would have showed up. But here's what's interesting: is there was a fellow who sat right in the front row. Mm-hmm. And I don't speak Spanish, so I had a translator. And at the end of the meeting, he immediately walked up to me and said, "I know exactly why my company is not expanding." This is after a 2-hour introductory meeting.
Wow.
He said, everybody's off working on their own and, kind of complaining about their income and their pay. And he says, "I have not created a path and a purpose for everybody to go to." And he got that out of the 2-hour seminar in the first 4 chapters. Wow. So that's exactly the effect I intended to create.
No, for sure. This is an applicable book. That's what I want people to understand.
Yes.
We're very practical people. We like to really get our hands dirty. Yeah. In fact, when I do a seminar, this happens a lot. I go out and I do a seminar. This happened this last weekend. Okay. Doing a seminar, and we had been talking about some theoretical stuff, and then I made everybody do a drill. Mm-hmm. And one of the business owners that was there wasn't doing the drill where they actually do it.
Yeah. Because
they're like, "Oh, my staff's on it. I don't, And I was like, no.
That doesn't work for Neil.
You're going to do the drill. Staff, put down your pens. I'll get into it because it's like, I want you to do something. Otherwise, it doesn't do anything for you, right?
Exactly.
So for those of you who read the book and want to actually take action, go to Fun at Work, the book, get your PDF. Now, where does I was telling them that we want the Business Game Changers group to actually be like a mastermind almost, yes, where people can actually, I'm going to look at it as being a great networking opportunity.
For sure.
But go in, meet new people, find out what other people are doing, make a big community out. How do I join that group after I've bought the book? Do you have that?
Well, once we have your contact data from getting
the PDF,
getting the free PDF download, you'll give us your email address, and then you'll get an invitation to join the group. It's a closed group, Greg's Business Game Changers. The way it's operating right now is I have a live broadcast every Monday at 1 p.m. And so people can join, they can ask me questions, they can ask questions of the group. I really want it to be like a mastermind kind of a thing. And if you get the idea, it's a group of people who really want to grow. They want to grow their own business. They want to do better. They're definitely not into the status quo.
Yeah.
And by no means am I professing to have all of the answers. I mean, I can't have all the answers for every industry. So if someone has a particular question and I don't have an answer, then I can put it out in the group during the live broadcast. We can get an answer back. I even have, lots of contacts. I can make a few phone calls. We can answer the question the following week. So really what I want to do is have a network of like-minded individuals, people who want to grow their company, start a company, and just continuous expansion. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. Okay, good. Well, when you came in, I was just giving people a little bit of a rundown of some of the stuff that we filmed yesterday. Actually, that's coming up. I was talking about the customer service, the automation business, all that type of stuff. And I wanted some feedback from them about some of the other stuff that they might want us to talk about. But anyway, moving forward, I'm thinking that we do like a little bit of a weekly live stream on this channel as well.
For sure.
So that people can start giving us questions about topics that we want to talk about. Because we always talk about what we want to talk about.
Right.
But I want to hear what you guys want to hear from too. So the more feedback that we get from people, the more topics and things that we can come up with to do.
And let me say this. Neil and I have the exact viewpoint that a company can always expand. It doesn't matter who's in the White House. It doesn't matter what's going on in the economy. It doesn't matter what Wall Street is doing, whether it's taking off or it's crashing. There's always something that can be done about it. And I lay that strategy out in the book, and that's what the entire network is going to be formed on. So no matter what's happening, you're going to be part of a group that really believes and knows that you can expand in any economy.
Yeah.
I mean, my dental practice opened during the Reagan administration. So that was 1981. The economy was in the tank and gold was at its highest ever. Prime interest, guys, was 21.5%.
Wow.
My practice loan was at 19.5.
Nowadays, was practiced on 4%, 3%,
4,
something like that.
And my first home mortgage a year and a half later was at 14.5%. So I've been through all of that, the ups and downs, 9/11, all of that. It does not matter. Now, it changes your business strategy dramatically.
Yeah.
So the things that work during a booming economy, you're going to have to change during a down economy. But then if you follow the strategy and the technology and the techniques that are laid out here in the book, you can always expand. So I think it's going to be a very unique group because not everybody believes that. A lot of people would like to agree that who's in the White House matters to their business, that what goes on in their local environment, their local economy.
Well, that's what I was saying, is that what goes on in your own four walls is what you can control.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter what your competition is. It doesn't matter what's going on anywhere else. It's totally up to you. And I think, the horn or the horn, I guess like the drum that I want to start beating.
Yeah.
Or it could be a horn, whatever.
You can play the
whatever
horn.
You want. Guitar, sitar, saxophone, whatever, right? I'm going to play drum. The drum I want to start beating is a customer service aspect.
Absolutely.
I feel like customer service is pretty much about as bad as it's ever been.
I agree.
Just from traveling all over the place. And, I was saying earlier, you get off your airplane and you try and call your hotel and you call that phone number on Google and it takes you to a regional call center. You can't even reach the hotel you're trying to go to. I mean,
the local number
stuff
on the website goes to some regional call center.
You have a question about a particular room and they can't answer it,
because you're talking to a call center.
Yeah, you're talking to call centers.
Awful customer service.
So customer service is terrible. I want to start getting down that area as well as statistical management. I'd like to do a lot of educational videos on statistics and management, which I did a video on a couple of weeks ago, the 5 numbers you need to know. Be sure you watch that. But we have a link in there of a company we work with that tracks statistics that I can actually help you set up and roll with. But that's the type of stuff that I want to get into as well with all of our educational videos and things like that.
For sure.
As we also pump the fun at work and have fun with that. Now, we are going to have an executive development thing here in 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
That's 2 weeks. What night is that?
16th.
The 16th.
Tuesday.
So Tuesday, April 16th, 7 o'clock at our office. You get to sit down with him, and we actually are going to do some of the exercises kind of out of this book as well as some extra ones.
It's the exact seminar that I did in Columbia.
Yeah.
It's the exact seminar. And there are exercises that you will sit there and do. And it's the same seminar where this business owner just jumped right up and said, yep, I know why we're struggling right now.
Yeah.
So this is not a teaser. It is definitely like the straight scoop right out of the book.
Yeah.
And my intention is to help people.
Yeah. So if you'd like more information on that, just get in touch with us or leave a comment below, and I'll make sure that we get you all the details. But that's a lot of fun. We go for a few hours on that, and it really is the basics of management that we cover in there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's very important for a lot of people to be able to attend and also meet you and meet us,
right.
and have fun. We like to have a lot of fun, as you can tell. We don't take ourselves very seriously, but it's just a good opportunity to hang out and meet.
Well, and really what I discuss in that 2-hour seminar is the foundation of the entire company. And if that foundation is missing, I don't care what strategic plan you're operating off of. I don't care what your marketing strategy is, etc. If it's working, it could work better if you had the proper foundation laid.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what that 2-hour meeting is all about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So have fun at that too.
Mm-hmm.
Come on down. We'd love to see you there and see everybody actually start to apply this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Facebook group and the drills are a way for you to actually do all this no matter where you are. But if you're around us at our office, then we get to do that stuff in person.
Right.
And we don't even charge for that.
No.
So come on down, meet new people, experience some networking,
mm-hmm.
and experience us and having fun with us in real life, and actually start applying it to your business and take it from there.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely. So buy the book, get the free PDF download. Then we have your email address, and we'll start informing you of the different seminars and workshops that we're doing.
Yeah.
And subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, obviously this is on the YouTube channel, so subscribe if you haven't already, if this is your first time finding us or whatever. Leave any comments below
mm-hmm.
about what you want us to talk about, because
right.
we'd like to do some live streams with live interaction. So, whatever time might work for you or what topics you want us to go over, go ahead and leave all that stuff in the comments so that we can actually do that, because you and I have...
One thing we are not short on is opinion.
or ability to talk or to hear ourselves talk. We love talking. We love pulling all this stuff out. We're pulling this out of the hat. I mean, this is unscripted. It's just us hanging out. We just decided to do a live stream just for the hell of it.
Yep.
And, didn't know what we were going to talk about, but that's why we want to hear back from you guys, as we love having
let
these
us know,
types of interactions.
because we would like to help you.
Yeah, we want to help you.
For
Get in touch with us. Go to Matterhorn.training to take that sales test I told you about earlier, and go to Fun at Work, the book, and get your free PDF downloads for your exercises.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Amazon to buy the book if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up on the stream here, and we will see you next time. Have a good day. Get your statistics up, and start having more fun. We'll see you later.
Buy the book.